Good morning, Chuck here at Garden Spot Acres. Got a little project here for the goat barn today. We're going to be building a wall mounted hay feeder over here on the side of the barn. I have a corner mounted hay rack that I bought, and we're going to come off here about 2 feet, angle it down, and then mount this hay rack on the inside like that. And then we'll put a roof on across the top of it. So come on along. Let's see how this turns out. All right, first thing we're going to do is take an 8-foot 2x4. We're going to cut it exactly in half. It's exactly 8 feet, so we'll have a little bit just shy of 4 feet for each upright. Okay, we got our 2 uprights. I'll lay those out in the barn here. Now I'm going to cut two 2-footers, and they're going to come off the tops of these. We're just basically making a bracket. Let me grab another 8-foot 2x4. You know, if you haven't bought lumber lately, you're going to be shocked. I paid $10.75 for these 8-foot 2x4 pressure treated, which I thought was kind of ridiculous. But it wasn't long ago where I was buying these for like a little over $4. So I'll make sure these are exactly the same. My shadow light on the saw is not working that great right here in this bright sunlight. Now they're going to go on like this. Great. I'm going to go ahead and attach the top part of my bracket to my wall part of the bracket here, but I'm going to pre-drill some holes so I don't split anything. Okay. I'll be right back with you after the next one's done. All right, we got our top pieces on our brackets. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a small piece of 2x down here at the bottom of the bracket. Here's the top up here. So I'm going to cut probably maybe a 4-inch piece here, attach it to the bottom, and that'll give me a little bit more support when I bring my angle piece in. It'll rest on top of that. Instead of just coming down to here and being screwed in, it'll have a rest. So I'm going to do 2 4-inch pieces. We'll attach them to this piece here. Okay, next step will be to figure out my angles when I put my brace in. Yeah, I think I like that. I'm just going to cut them off and put them in. And we'll do the same thing up here. Except I'm not going to take as much off. I'm just going to, where I can, right? I think it's going to be right about there. I'm just making this parallel to this. I'll just make these exactly the same. Okay, let's go check that out before I cut the other one exactly the same. Oh, that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. We have our angle bracket in. What I didn't show you before, I already had this squared up. I squared this up before I did my scribing of my angles. So that's one thing I skipped. But now I got this in here. Again, this overhang I don't mind like this. Kind of looks a little neat like that. Okay, there's my first bracket. There, put that up in the air like that. There we go. All right, got our two brackets. And they match up pretty darn good. Right there. Not bad. I'm going to go on the other side of my window from where I was before. I have a 6-foot panel, metal panel. I'd rather not cut it if I don't have to. So I'm going to go ahead and make a 6-foot overhang here. And I'm going to put my first bracket on down there and my second bracket in here. There's my little honey. Gotta be right underfoot all the time. All right, let's see what we can do here. I'm basically going to put it on here because I have my cross piece that I nailed into here, my studding. So All right, we'll get a level. We'll plumb this up, and then I'll measure from the top down to get the other one where it needs to be. But you know what? I'm not gonna plumb that. I'm gonna measure this. Have you ever plumbed something or leveled something on a line and not have it come out right or looking right? I'm 2.5 inches from this board right here. So I think I'm just gonna knock that over 2.5 inches and do this by sight. Because there's nothing worse than having something off on a line. And I think right there, I'm pretty happy with that. So let's measure across. And if I want to leave, let's say 3 inches of overhang, I got a 6-foot panel. So I need 5 feet 6 inches from the outside to the outside. I'm 29 3/8 to my overhang right there. These girls are pests. Okay. Let me see what we got there. 2 3/4. Is that 2 3/4? No, it's 2.5 to the line. Let's step back and look at that. That looks good. So I'm gonna go grab my cross piece here, and we're gonna put that on there. Then I'll see if this is how level this is. It looks pretty good here on the bottom. This is gonna go on here like this. Okay, next step is going to be to mark up here. Okay, the end of my board has to go here, and since I'm lifting this board up by myself, I'm going to put a screw in to tell me where to bring it over to. Little tricks you learn when you're working by yourself. Well, I'll put that up into place, tap it against there. I think that's going to work there. Let me just pop it into place with one screw here in the middle. Step back. Here, we'll check it out here from the back. That looks really good. Hey, hi. Okay. gonna finish up now. We're just gonna put a couple pieces of siding on here to protect the hay from the rain, and we're gonna call this done. So let's go ahead and get a piece cut. I know this is 45 degrees, that's what we were cutting at before. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the end of my siding 45 degrees. Hey, leave me alone. Hey, thanks for coming along today as we put the feeder on the side of the barn. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. If you would you like, subscribe, and share this video? And also go ahead and check out my Facebook page, Garden Spot Acres. Again, I appreciate you guys and all the support you give us. Thanks again. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.